Hello everyone. So today we are going to start with the new topic, that is planning in sports. So it is very important that one should go for beforehand preparation for conducting any event, any competition, or any tournament. Whether it is at school level, district, national, or international level, right? So one should go for proper planning, right? So what do you understand by the term planning? When we talk about planning, like there is a meaning and definition of planning. So what is planning? It is one of the process where we decide in advance what is to be done. Or you can say that it is one of the process for the preparation of an action, right? That is what planning. So planning is what? It is an intellectual process where we design strategies to accomplish our goal, to achieve our goal, right? So that is what planning is, right? Now, what are the importance of planning? Why we are going for beforehand preparation? Why we are thinking in advance, right? So there are importance of planning. That is what it helps you to minimize the chances of error, to avoid mistake, to avoid last minute result. One should go for beforehand preparation, right? It will also help the performers to improve their performance, or it will help the participants to improve their performance, right? And it will also improve or enhance the productivity, right? And with the help of proper and systematic planning, you can achieve your goal, right? The target which you have set for you, that you can achieve, right? So that is what the importance of planning is, right? Next is what? Whenever we are talking about the planning in sports, then we should discuss about what is tournament, right? So what is tournament? Basically, it is a series of sports which has been conducted with some with certain rules and regulation, where one team defeated the another team. Or you can say that it is a competition held among various teams in a particular activity according to a fixed schedule where a winner is decided, right? So that is what that is what tournament is, right? So tournament is what? It is a large contest of many rounds among various teams, right? So that is what tournament is. Now, what are the importance of tournament? Why it is necessary to conduct the tournament? So that we can scout the real talent, hunting of the real talent in the particular games and sports we can do with the help of tournament. And tournament will help you to develop the social skills, social quality, cooperation, coordination, right? These are all social qualities that we can develop through tournament, and it will also help you to build the character, right? So that is what the importance of tournament is. Now, when we are talking about the tournament at various level, it can be conducted just now, as I said, that district, zonal, national, and international level, right? So like that, when we are talking about the tournament, there are four types of tournament. One is like tournament can be conducted on these four bases. One is knockout tournament, another is round robin tournament, and the next is the third type of tournament is combination tournament, and the fourth type of tournament is challenge tournament. So let us discuss about the first type of tournament, that is knockout tournament. Knockout tournament is also known as what? Elimination tournament and Wagnall Wild tournament. Why it is known as knockout tournament? Because in this type of tournament, once the team is defeated, will be out of the tournament. Only the winner will continue in the tournament, right? Only the winner will continue in the tournament. The defeated team will be out of the tournament, right? So that is what knockout tournament is, right? And it is also known as Wagnall Wild tournament and what is elimination tournament, right? So there are advantages and disadvantages of what? Knockout tournament. What are advantages? See, minimum officials, minimum equipments are required to conduct this tournament, right? And it is very less time consuming tournament, and it is very cheap to conduct this tournament. That is what knockout tournament, right? And disadvantages of this tournament is what? One good team can be out of the tournament in the first round only, right? That is what the advantages and disadvantages of knockout tournament. Now, whenever we are thinking of conducting any tournament on the knockout basis, then we have to draw fixture also, right? How many teams are participating, then with whom they are going to play at what time, so that we have to decide in advance, right? So when we are talking about the next type, that the next topic, that is what? Fixture. What? If I say that if you are conducting a tournament on a knockout basis, then you have to draw the fixture also. What do you understand by the term fixture? What is fixture? Fixture is what? It is a fixed schedule for the matches where the time, date, venue, court number, everything should be mentioned, right? So that a tournament can be conducted in a successfully or in an organized manner, right? So that is what fixture is. Now we are going to draw the fixture for the knockout tournament. Certain steps you have to keep in your mind, right? So fixture. If we are drawing the fixture for the knockout tournament, then we have to keep certain steps in our mind. The very important thing is first, number of team, total number of team. That means how many teams are participating in the tournament. That will be given, right? Next is what? If n is equals to odd, okay? That is what? 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, like this, right? If the number of teams, that is capital N, the total number of team participating is an odd number, then first is number of, that you can write here, number of team in upper half is equals to n plus 1 by 2, and number of team in lower half is equals to n minus 1 by 2. What if capital N is equals to even in number, right? What if the number of teams are participating that is even in number? That is what? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, like this, right? So if the number of teams are even, then the formula of dividing the team into upper half and the lower half is number of team in upper half is equals to n by 2, and number of team in lower half is equals to n by 2. Is this clear? Right? So now here I am putting an example, so this concept will be clear to you. That is what? If total number of participating in the tournament is 7, total number of teams participating in the tournament is 7, then the capital N will be 7, number of teams is 7. Now the number of teams in upper half, that is what? 7 plus 1 by 2. That is what? 8 by 2. That is what? 4 number of teams are in upper half. Then 7 minus 1 by 2. That is 8. Sorry. That is 6 by 2. That is equals to 3. Right? So this is what? Upper half and lower half. Now N, capital N is equals to how much? 6. Right? Then the number of teams in upper half is equals to n by 2, lower half n by 2. So 6 by 2 is equals to 3 teams in upper half, 6 by 2, that is 3 teams in lower half. Is this clear? Right. So this is what, in this manner you can divide the teams into upper half and lower half. Clear? Now the next step which we have to keep in your mind, that is the third step, that is what? Number of matches. Total number of matches will be n minus 1. For what? For knockout tournament, number of matches can be found out by using this formula, that is n minus 1. N is what? Here if I am taking 7, then minus 1 is equals to 6 number of matches will be there. And if it is 8 number of teams, then it is what? 8 minus 1 is equals to 7 matches. This is clear? Right. So these are the first 3 steps which we have to draw for the knockout tournament. Now next is what? What do you understand? Next is what? Number of buys. What do you understand by the term buys? What I say? Fourth step. Number of buys. When we talk about buys, it is what? advantage or privilege given to some of the teams and the player, and those who are getting advantage, they'll play directly to the second round. What I said? Why is what? Advantage or privilege given to some of the teams and the player, and those who are getting advantage will play directly into the second round. Biased team will not play into the first round. They'll play directly into the second round, and this can be done. How they'll play into the second round? Who will get the bias? Then that we will do by drawing the log system, right? So this is what Y is. Y is what? Advantage or privilege given to some of the teams and the player, and those who are getting the advantage will play directly to the second round. They will not play into the initial round. Now, what is the formula of finding out the bias? See, 2 to the power of n minus capital N. What I said? 2 to the power of n capital N. That is what? Next to the power of number of team minus total number of, right? So this is the formula. That is what? Next to the power of number of team minus number of team. Then now there is two steps that you have to keep in the mind. That is what? If number of teams is power of 2, then no need to find bias. That will be in this case, y will be 0. How? If, see, 2 to the power of n, that n is what? Here, n is equals to 1, 2, 3, or n number, right? That is what we said, number of pi's is equals to 2 to the power of n minus capital N. So if this 2 to the power of n is what? Power of 2, that is what we are saying. If it is what? 4, n is equals to 4, n is equals to 8, n is equals to 16, n is equals to 32. In this case, y will be 0. How? Because 4 is what? It is power of 2. Then 8 is what? Power of 3. Then 16 is what? 2 to the power of 4. Then 32 is what? 2 to the power of 5. So here, when we are talking that if n number of teams are the power of 2, then the bias will be 0. There is no need to find out the bias, right? But if the number of numbers will be in between these, then you need to find out the bias. For example, if the number of teams are 5, 6, or 7, if n is equals to 5, or n is equals to 6, or n is equals to 7, then you need to find out the bias. Or if the number of teams are 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, you need to find out the bias, right? But if the number of teams are power of 2, there is no need to find out the bias. Here I am giving one example, then it will be clear to you. What if the number of teams n that has been given, that is equals to 8, right? If n, we have given that n number of teams are participating, then 2 to the power of 3, that is what? 8 minus 8, it will be 0. So there is no need to find out the bias in this case. Got it? But if capital N, that is what? Total number of teams participating is 7, right? And then this is what? 2 to the power of n minus capital N, that is what? 7. Now, if I am putting here 2 to the power of 1, that is what? 2, right? If I put here 2 to the power of 1, this means 2 minus 7, it will be 0. Sorry, negative marking. So negative we don't want. We want what? Next to the power of this, right? So then 2 to the power of 2, we will put, that is 2 into 2, that is equals to 4. Again, if I put 2 to the power of 2, that is 4 minus 7, again it will be negative 1, right? So here 2 to the power of 3, if I put 2 into 2 into 2, that means 8 I am getting. So here 2 to the power of 3 will come, and 8 minus 7, that means only one team will get the buys, right? If this teams are 11, right? If total number of teams participating in the tournament is 11, then we need to find out the buys, right? Then the number of buys formula will be next to the power of number of team minus number of team. Then here total number of team is 11, right? So if I am putting here 2 to the power of 1, it will get 2, again negative 4, negative 8, negative. Then 2 to the power of 4, that is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, that is equals to 16. Then 16 minus, that is what here you have to put, what 2 to the power of 4, that is 16 minus 11 is equals to what? 5. Total number of buys, how many getting? 5 teams will get the buys. That is 5 teams will get the advantage. Got it? And if it is 16, 0 buys, right? If n is equals to 16. So that is what number of buys we can find out. Now, if we got the buys, now how we have to put the buys? How we can get the buys? Now there is procedure of giving buy. Procedure of giving buys, right? Now the procedure. So always first buy should be given to lower half last team. That means B1 will always be given to lower half last team. Then second buy will always be given to upper half first team. That is what B2. And third buy should always be given to what? Lower half first team. That is equals to B3. Then the fourth buy will always be given to upper half last team. Like this, the sequence you have to follow. And then when we talk about the B5, if more than 4 buys are coming, then just above this team, second last team of the lower half will get what? B5, right? So here I am putting one example. See here. If total number of teams participating in the tournament is 12, right? How many teams are participating? 12. Then number of buys will be, right? So number of buys will be next to the power of number of team minus number of team. That is what? 2 to the power of n minus 12. How much we have to put? 2 to the power of 1 if we are putting again negative. 2 to the power of 2, 4. 2 to the power of 3, 8. 2 to the power of 4, 16. And I got that where 4 will come. Then 4 times if I will multiply the 2, I will get what? 16 minus 12. That is equals to how much? 4 buys. 4 teams will get the buys, right? Now, how I put? So first you have to write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Total 12 teams are participating. We have this down it. Now upper half, because 12 is what? Even number. So n by 2, that is 12 by 2 is equals to 6. Lower half, that is equals to n by 2, that is 12 by 2 is equals to 6. So upper half and lower half. Upper half, lower half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have divided. Now, what we said, the total number of buys, how many teams are getting buys? 4 teams. So B1 will always be given to lower half last team. This is what? B1. Right? Lower half last team is what? 12. Then B2 upper half first team, B2, right? Then third by lower half first team, right? Then fourth by upper half last team. So like this you have to give the buys. If more than five buys are coming, then in this case you have to give what? B5 to this, B6 to this, B7 to this, B8 to this. If more than 8, B9, B10, B11, B12. Like this buys to be allotted, right? So this is what the procedure of giving buys is, right? Now, the next is what? Number of rounds. What I said? Number of rounds is the fifth step. Now, fifth is what? Number of rounds. How we can calculate that? How many rounds will be there? That is what formula is 2 to the power of small n. This small n will indicate you the number of rounds. As I said that if 11 number of teams are there, then 2 to the power of, we are finding out the buys, then the buys formula is 2 to the power of n minus capital N. That is what capital N is 11, then 2 to the power of 4, that is 16 minus 11 is equals to 5 buys are given. So how many rounds will be there? 2 to the power of 4 means small n is 4. So that will be 4 rounds will be there, right? The number of rounds will be this. And the last step is who is the winner for that one. Now by using all these steps, we are going to draw one fixture, right? Draw the fixture of 11 teams on knockout basis. If what has given? Draw the fixture of 11 teams on knockout basis has been given. So, first step is what? Number of team, that is n is equals to 11. What I said? Draw the fixture of 11 teams using knockout method. Next is what? Second step is number of team in upper half, that is equals to, because this is odd in number, so odd formula for finding out the upper half is n plus 1 by 2, that is what? 11, that is equals to 11 plus 1 by 2, that is 12 by 2, that is equals to 6, right? Next is what? Number of team in lower half is equals to n minus 1 by 2, that is 11 minus 1 by 2, that is what? 10 by 2 is equals to 5, right? So upper half is 6, lower half is 5. Now third step is what? Number of matches. Number of matches. Formula is n minus 1. How much n we have? 11 minus 1 is equals to 10 matches, right? Now the fourth step is number of buys. That is equals to next to the power of number of team minus number of team. That is what? 11. Now next to the power of 11 is 2 to the power of 4. That is what? 16 minus 11. How much buys we get? 5, right? Now the fifth step is what? Number of rounds. That is what? 2 to the power of small n. The small n is what? 2 to the power of 4. That is what? 4 rounds will be there, right? So these are the steps which we have to keep in our mind. Now here I am going to draw the fixture. Now as you can see here, first is what? 11. So we have to list down the 11 number now. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and this 11. 11 number I have list down. Now the next step is what? Upper half and lower half dividing the team, right? So upper half is how much? That is upper half and lower half. Upper half is 6, lower half is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. this is over. Now number of matches we'll later on find out versus what number of buys. Number of buys is what? B1. How many teams are getting buys? 5. B1, B2, B3, B4 and B5. So these are the teams which got the buys and they'll not play into the first round, they'll directly play into the second round, right? So round 1, the matches is in between, the first match is in between 2 and 3, right? What I said, the first match is in between 2 and 3. First match in which 2 won the match. The next match is in between 4 and 5, that in which 4th team won. The next match is in between what 8 and 9. So 8 won. So how many matches are happened in the first round? Only 3 matches. That is 1, 2 and 3. And the winners are 2, 4 and 8. Right. Now the round 2. Right. Round 2. Now from the second round, the buy team will start playing. So here 1 or 2 played in which 1 won the match. Here 4 and 6 played in which 4 won the match, right? And this is what? Match number 4. This is match number 5, right? Now the next is what? Next is what? Next is these 7 and 8 will play the matches. That is what? 7 and 8. So in which 7 won. And next is what? 10 and 11 will play the match. That is 11 won. So 5th, 6 and 7, right? Got it? Now, round 3. Round 3. This match will happen in which 1 won. This match will happen in which this one. So 7, 8 match and 9 match. Now the final, that is round 4, is in between 1 and 7 in which 1 won the match. So winner of the tournament is what? 1, right? So this is the 10th match. So what we said, number of matches will be 10. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got it? So this is what, in this manner, we can do what? We can draw the fixture for the knockout tournament. And a lot of questions will be asked, like from this only, how many matches will be played for 11 number of teams? Then you have to draw 11. Okay, the number of the formula is n minus 1. So total number of matches will be 10, right? So in this manner, you can be asked the question. So now I'm going to give the MCQ questions on the basis of knockout, right? Now we are going to discuss some MCQ question, multiple choice question on knockout tournament, on the topic knockout. So competing in the, as you can see, this is one of the case study question that can be asked in the, this is one of the form of question that will be asked in the board exam. That is what competing in the physical activity has been the natural tendency of human. The competition or the tournaments are held according to the set rules and regulations. The success of the tournaments depends upon suitable fixture. Observe the below given fixture and answer the questions. As just now we have finished one topic, that is steps that should be followed to draw the fixture for the knockout tournament is this, right? So the first match has between 1 and 2, second match between 3 and 4, third match between 5 and 6, fourth match between 1 and 3, fifth match between 5 and 7, and the last match is in between 1 and 5, that is final match. So here some question that has been asked on this, that is what the first question is, a privilege given to a team is plays at a higher round is called. A privilege given to a team to play at a higher round is called. Out of these 4 options, fixture, buy, reward or all of the above. The answer will be buy. Why? As we discussed that why is what? Advantage or privilege given to some of the teams and the player, and those who are getting the advantage or the privilege will play directly into the second round. They will not play into the first round. So that is what. Next question is the method followed in drawing the fixture is. Here we have drawn one fixture. So the method is what? league, knockout, ladder, or combination. The fixture has been drawn on the basis of what? Knockout tournament. Next is what? Number of matches played can be calculated by the formula. So is dash what? So number of matches for knockout tournament we can draw by using formula n minus 1. Next question is, the advantage of this tournament is dash. Economical, less time, both A and B, none of these. So both A and B, it is less time consuming and it requires less financial resources. Next is what? In this type of tournament, a team once defeated is eliminated. Right. So these, in this manner, the question can be asked. Some more question we are going to discuss on this only. So wait. Few more questions based on this only, case study. So the next question is, what is the formula to divide an odd number of teams in the upper half for a knockout fixture? If we are drawing the fixture on the knockout basis, then we have to divide the team into upper half and lower half. The formula for dividing the team into upper half, that is what number of matches in upper half, that is n plus 1 by 2. And for dividing the number of teams in the lower half, that is what n minus 1 by 2. So here the answer will be n plus 1 by 2. Okay. Next question is, formula for determining the number of buys in the lower half of a knockout tournament when the number of buys are odd. If you are getting the number of buys in odd number, then what will be, how many buys will be there in the lower half? The formula for finding out the number of buys in the lower half is nb plus 1 by 2. Okay. Next question is, formula for determining the number of buys in the upper half of a knockout tournament when the number of buys are odd. So now if you have find out the buys, then you want to see that how many buys will be there in the upper half, then the formula will be nb minus 1 by 2. So these are some questions which can be asked in board, and like case study questions can be like this. Okay. So hope you have enjoyed this session. Okay.